Fix the camera here. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope everyone's having a blessed morning. I'm having a blessed morning. Blessed Friday on this beautiful Friday, on Juma's Friday. Yeah, I know I didn't post in a couple of days because I had to get my thoughts right. I had to get my understandings right. I had to get my mind right because the video that I did prior to this one right here, it took a lot out of me. And I had to go really deep into finding the young Austin. And that was the first time that I found the young Austin, right? Because he's always been hidden and deep down inside of me. So that was the first time that you actually saw me on live camera, on live YouTube, going deep down into my soul, my pit, and grabbing him up so he can explain his story as a victim and as a young little male, right? So I don't want to indulge in that too long. Okay. Keep your eyes open and your head on the swivel. It's murder, death, kill going on out here. Not just physically, but mentally and spiritually, right? Live the life, leave the life, ain't no thing. Murder, death, kill. Married to the game and the game is married to me. And the only way out the game is through jail and death. Let's give it back to the co-creators of this mindset, which has plagued our community for so many years. This is facts. For so many years. Let's give it back to the co-creators. Let's give it back to them. Okay. So now, basically, right? Murder, death, kill. I'm giving you knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from what? From a spiritual eye. Right? Been there, done that. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. This is facts. Please like, share, subscribe, comment to the dopest channel out right now on YouTube that's giving you straight up amazing energy, and that's giving you straight good content that can take you to the next day or take you to the same day or take you through the whole week. With my videos, it would take you through the whole entire year if you just look at them and internalize them, right? And understand it from a victim's point of view and understand it from an individual that been there and done that, right? That have experience in dealing with this mindset and been deep down in the crevices of the darkness where there's no return. There's no return, right? There's only a few of us that return from this dark, evil, twisted, demonic, right? Demon mindset. And we all know where it was plagued at. It's plagued on our communities and all around the world, right? So now, you see the topic, right? And now this topic is very important, right? Covering your brother's faults. And covering his faults, what does that entail? I remember, years ago, the younger version of me, the younger version Austin, I grew up covering each other's faults. Whatever we did, we covered each other's faults. We used to go to each other's houses. We used to eat. We used to do these certain things. And there were certain things about us that we would cover each other's faults as brothers, right? We lived in these same neighborhoods. We grew up together. We went to school together. We even wore each other clothes and sneakers and stuff like that, growing up back there. But we cover each other fault. We wouldn't expose what was going on because there may be a few of us that was less fortunate than the other brother. You understand where I'm coming from? So if I had clothes and I had a whole bunch of sneakers and they still brand new, I'll let my brother, being that he was going through a lot of stuff, I would let him share my stuff. Now, as I'm guilty of doing these certain things, of not covering my brother faults, yes, at one particular time, yes. At one particular time, I am guilty of not covering my brother, and not just my brother and sister faults. Anyone that I know, anyone that I had love for, yes, at one particular time, yes, I was guilty of it. But over due time, right? My shortcomings and my faults got exposed, and I couldn't wonder why my shortcomings and why my faults was exposed, because I did not cover my brother or sister shortcomings. I exposed them, right, when they entrusted my love, my dedication, my loyalty to them, right? So somewhere down the line, my faults and shortcomings got exposed because, you know, um, basically I didn't cover their faults or their shortcomings. I exposed them to somebody they don't even know. And you can even know, right? It could be a small group of you, right? But there's always someone that's in the group that's more tighter than the other, right? That um that they don't know really shortcomings on somebody else, right? But they tell you that, and you expose it when you get into a heated debate, or you get in a situation where that I'm going to expose. And that's not a good look. That's not a good look. I'm here to tell you that that it's not a good look to expose your brother faults. And especially, I want to give the topic, especially in Islam. It is very, very important to protect your brother shortcomings, protect his faults. Like, say, for example, he is like a person that's really very known, that everybody look up to him as a leader, as a figure, as a person that knows how to get to the bag, or whatever the case may be. Whatever the case may be, he's looked up to, and he's smoking cigarettes. He's telling other people, right, to don't smoke cigarettes, but he secretly, and I know that he secretly is smoking cigarettes. But the creator is the one that hide his faults, right? Hide his faults. And I go out to the world and expose it. That's not a good look, man. You don't do things like that. You don't do things like that. Especially, you don't do it for money. I'm seeing a lot of this going on the internet, on social media, of exposing our loved ones and those that's around us that we care about, their shortcomings. A lot of people go through a lot of things in life, man, and they keep it hidden and nobody knows it. But they entrust you to know that they shortcomings. They entrust you with this because they love you. There's some strong feelings there. You may have been there for them through a very, very dark time in their life, and all they just looking for is loyalty, right? And you get up there and expose their faults. So now what that does, when you unravel and you uncover these individuals' shortcomings, you cause some type of hate. Now the person wants to hurt you, possibly see your demise. That's not a look. That's not a good look. This is why it's very, very important to cover your loved one's faults, whether it be male or female, not just male. But I'm just talking to the males right now. I know, right? Get in my comments if you know what I'm talking about. Get in my comments. You have been to your boy house. You know that his mother's on drugs. You know that his father's not here. You understand where I'm coming from? You know these shortcomings of him. You know that he goes in the store once in a while and takes something to eat for himself because he don't have nobody to look out for him, and y'all all come up together, and then you go expose what he did just to eat, because during the dark time of his life, he had to steal to eat, which is wrong. I don't encourage anybody to steal anything to eat. Stealing is wrong, okay? And you will pay for it. I should know. But what I'm saying is that to cover someone's faults and the shortcomings is very, very secretive. You have to carry that to your grave, man. Because the bond between brotherhood and sisterhood should be really, really strong. It should be unbreakable. Nowadays, people don't do that. They do that. They expose each other's faults because of money, because of this internet, because of YouTube. You know, they get on here and expose and make enemies with each other. This is a sad day. This is a sad, sad day of anyone that's doing this. Because one day, your shortcomings and your faults are going to get exposed, and you're not going to like it. You're not going to like it. This is why it's very, very important to cover each other's faults in a time of darkness, in a time of chaos, in a time of confusion. Right? This what needs to be done. And the link has been broke. I didn't even play my music. I just went right into this, right? Dad. Yeah, because I didn't even play no music. You know why I didn't play it? Because you know what? It really hurts me that we are doing this for money. That we are doing this and exposing our loved ones' shortcomings for money. So I'm going to try to make it up by talking to you while the jazz is being played. Yes, it's very, very important, man. You know, I uphold this rules and regulation inside of me. Now, as I'm guilty of this, yes, I'm guilty of a couple of times not covering my brother's faults. You know, but if we are true and we know each other's faults, right? We supposed to cover them. We supposed to cover them as brothers. In being Muslim in Islam, it takes that very, very personal covering each other's faults, because it could break the line of trust. It could break the line of brotherhood. It can damage it for the rest of the life, and it could create hatred and jealousy and envy of one another, and possibly demise and death. It can take it there. This is why the Creator said that it's very, very important, right, to cover each other's shortcomings and faults, man. I'm here to tell you that I am a better person. I'm a better person. I cover my brother's faults. I cover each other's faults. You know, I don't go outside of the network and expose my brother or sister faults. I don't do that anymore. In my younger stage and out of ignorance, yes, I'm guilty of it. But trust you me, I paid for it in the long run of covering, if not covering, my brother and sister faults. Because it's not just brother, it's not just a brother, it's brother and sisters. This internet right here, these lives, YouTube, all these platforms is a doorway to what? Not cover each other's faults. It's to expose people's faults. And people do it for money now. They do it for money, exposing each other's shortcomings and faults. And they keep doing it. And what happens is that once you keep exposing each other's faults, spiritually, you go down, and then your faults will start to be exposed itself, and you won't even realize that from a spiritual point of view. I'm giving you knowledge and wisdom from what? From a spiritual point of view, right? And experience. What? from a spiritual eye. That's why it's very important to cover your brother and sister faults, their shortcomings. Do not expose them. And people do it for money. They do it for money. Whether they lying, and then if you lying, that's totally different. If you're lying on this person, that's another other situation that individuals do for money, lying and deceiving and procreating beefs and procreating this murder, death, kill for money, for riches. They don't see the outcome of this. That's why it's very, very important to cover each other's faults. Kings and queens, brothers and sisters, this is a fact. This is all big facts, man. And I have learned for this. As the days was going on after I finished making my video, I was sitting to myself and I was like, what topic I'm going to talk about? And it just popped up in my head this morning. This is why I went live, so you can get the information out of covering your brother and sister faults and shortcomings and not exposing them, okay? Unless it's among you. Now, the difference is that if he or she, him or her, king or queen, come on this social media and expose their own shortcomings, then so be it. Now, if you expose your own shortcomings and your faults or things that you went through in your life, but it has to be for educational purpose, right? It has to be to lead the people to a way that so they don't have to expose their faults or shortcomings. We all got faults or shortcomings, right? But some is how you want to say it? Some are more vicious and some are more deadly than others, right? Some are more vicious and hideous than others, And I'm talking about these shortcomings that we have within ourselves that we don't know how to focus on. We don't know how to get these things in check, right? You shouldn't expose this, right? Meaning you shouldn't expose someone else's shortcomings. The double back, if you got a shortcoming and you want to expose it and you did these acts, get on there and explain to the audience that these acts of these shortcomings that you want to call shortcomings, they're very demonic and evil and twisted and dark. Now, all of us have a past of darkness upon darkness upon darkness. And we was forgiven for these acts, right? Through the help of the Creator, we was forgiven. So we see that the youth are doing these same acts, right? Like it said, is the mindset, it plagues the community generation after generation, generation after generation. And you have individuals that promote this mindset. Even though you was forgiven for this and you are living to tell your story, to get the masses of the youth, the young, to stop these demonic evil acts, you get on here to promote it and promote it and promote it and promote it. You have individuals on here that probably never did these acts, but they see a lane where that they can make money, and they help the portrayers of this mindset to keep on promoting it and promoting it and promoting it for money. And these individuals that's doing these acts are really out here murdering each other and spinning the block on each other. You have individuals that's like that. But that's another topic. The topic I'm talking about is covering each other's faults. If you've been through these demonic and evil, twisted mindset in your life, in your past, and the Creator forgave you for this, And you know how he forgave you through it? You see your life around you, materialistically, financially. You can eat a little better, right? Instead of eating chicken, now I ain't saying no more chicken. Instead of eating just these things, you can eat steak, right? You can eat this lavish food now. Where that you was eating, I'm not saying nothing wrong with peanut butter jelly. I love peanut butter jelly. You don't have to eat surf sandwiches no more. Onion sandwiches, mayonnaise sandwiches, right? You don't have to eat these things anymore. Now you're eating real good because that's through the Creator. He forgave you. So now it's your job to teach, right? And you got a lot of shortcomings. Now, if you want to expose them so the youth or society or our communities don't fall into these traps, that's fine. But if you expose your shortcoming and your faults to seek money and still keep what? Keep perpetuating murder, death, kill, live the life, leave the life, ain't no thing. I'm married to the game and the game is married to me. You keep perpetuating this, you're going to get exposed for who you are. This is why it's very important to what? To say what you mean and mean what you say. Let your yes mean yes and let your no mean no. I can get up here and talk about it because I don't do these acts no more. I conquered them. I destroyed them. I stepped on them. I overcame them. I can get there and talk about it because I don't do these acts no more. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't do these acts no more. So I can expose this because you know what? I'm living by it. I'm actually doing it, a walking example of it. You know, I've been there, done that, been there, done that, been there, done that. And I'm on a spiritual level. And I've been here for a very long time. So to get here and to expose my brother's faults, it is wrong for me. It is shameful for me to do these things, and I'm not going to do it. Yes, have I done in the past? I'm guilty of it. My brother and sister, yes. But trust you me, I paid for it, and I've learned my lesson, and I'm not doing that. No amount of money is going to let me expose my brother's shortcoming and faults. Now, if he want to get up there and expose mine, that's on him. Let him take on that sin, or let him take on that shortcoming for money. I'm just going to fall back and keep doing me. Keep working out, keep doing me. And just sit back and let the universe work how it work. Because whatever you ditch out, you get back. You dish out on me, you're going to get back because I'm not living that life no more. And I'm up here to eradicate this demonic mindset, which is plaguing our community, of exposing what? Exposing our shortcomings for money. There used to be a code of honor that we didn't do that. There used to be a code of honor. And you know the code of honor, and those that know the code of honor, they didn't do that. But being that this created a lane to do it, to get money, let's go. I'm going to do it. I'm going to break all the rules and regulations. You're no different than the individual that you're exposing. This is why I try not to get into celebrity gossip or these certain things. Because you know why? Because I got shortcomings. I got faults. I'm here to talk about who created these shortcomings and faults in our communities. Who created poverty? Who created poverty? Who created Who procreated lesser education? Who procreated not having jobs? Who procreated not having centers? Who procreated the drugs? Who procreated alcohol? Who procreated guns? Who procreated up spitting the block and calling each other ops? That's what I want to expose, that mindset. That's my objective. And that's what should be yours. The bottom line. This is facts, brothers and sisters. This is why I'm making my business to focus on and have these certain topics so we can live a better life and lead each other to what? To the truth and righteousness that has been taken from us as natives of the land, as what? The descendants of the ancient ancestors. It's very important not to expose each other's faults or shortcomings. It's very important. And this has been going on for a very, very long time. For a couple of days, I've been seeing this, exposing each other's faults and shortcomings. And keep it real, in Islam, this is not tolerated. A brother property, his honor, property, and blood is sacred. And the honor is part of the shortcomings. It's part of the shortcomings. And in our neighborhoods, all around the world, and in our neighborhoods, in the natives of the land, okay, that are direct descendants of the ancient ancestors. You know what I'm talking about. Individuals in the so-called America, in the land. We cover each other's faults. We did. We cover each other's faults. And now this thing is going haywire, exposing each other's faults. You have people looking up at you. You have the youth looking up at you. You have the elders looking up at you. And you doing it all in the name of money. Which could lead to jail, death, murder, kill. When you do these acts of unraveling your brother or sister faults, it can lead to very, very dark paths. This is why it's very, very important to hide and to cover each other's faults as brother and sisters and admonish each other. If you want to do that, yes, I'm going to step to you, yo. I didn't like what you did, man. I'm not going to expose that. You already know how I'm giving it up. I don't like what you did. We're going to have the conversation. Nah, we're not doing that. You don't cover each other's faults. That shows weak. That shows desperate. Whether it be brother or sisters, you don't do nothing like that. Show that you weak. You're not a man of your word. You're not a sister of your word. Kings and queens, let's step to this. Let's do this, eradicate this from our mind, body, and souls. This is facts. This is facts, man. Each one teach one. Each one teach one. Cover each other's faults and shortcomings. Let's not expose our shortcomings for money and riches. Because one day, your faults and shortcomings will be exposed. Yes, it will. It will. And that's just based on the universe. This topic was light. It wasn't really going in. I went a little bit, but that is something I want to talk about, man. Cover each other's faults. I know that. And I know a lot of brothers that even before certain things, they did a lot of dirt. And I still cover their faults. I don't expose their faults. Because it may lead to other things. But who told me this and that? No, I don't do that. I don't be on here exposing nobody's faults, man. Now, did I do that before when I was younger and ignorant? Yes. Yes. And I paid for it. Trust you me. Each one teach one. Don't expose each other's faults. That's all I gotta say. Keep your eyes open and your head on the swivel. It's murder, death, kill out here. Y'all just only physically, but mentally and spiritually. Live the life, lead the life, ain't no thing. Murder, death, kill. I'm married to the game and the game is married to me. And the only way out is jail and death. Let's give it back to the procreators. The procreators. The procreators. I'm giving you knowledge, wisdom, understanding. From what? A spiritual I. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. Please like, share, subscribe, comment on the dopest channel on YouTube. This is facts. That's giving you straight, raw, good content that can have your soul going good for the whole day or the whole week or the whole year. I got enough videos to last you. They all bangers too. Peace, y'all.